Hi everybody, my name is Dr. Robin Goins and I am the Dean of Curriculum and Program and Development for Western Education Institute. I wanted to do this video because I get a lot of people ask this question: why do we need accreditation? Why does an industry like cannabis need accreditation? Why does any industry need accreditation? Well, the answer is because accreditation is important. Accreditation is what sets us apart from everything else. So I'm going to give you a little clip or detail on what accreditation means. So what it basically is it's an accrediting board that oversees what we do. In our case, our accreditation is with the Western Association of Schools and Colleges, but it covers the western states of the United States. However, it's global wherever we go. And what that means is, for us to get this accreditation, we had to go through a very rigorous process of committees and panels and going through our stuff and going through our curriculum and making sure everything's up to speed. And we have to do every 3 years a re-evaluation. And it's all part of accountability. Because although there's some fine schools out there, if they're not accredited, you as a consumer, you as a student have no guarantees that what they're doing is going to meet certain education standards. So what are those? Okay, well, first of all, our accrediting body works closely with the U.S. Department of Education and that oversees schools. We are a post-secondary school, which means we are a young adult. We're like a college or an adult school, essentially. Anybody that has an accreditation for a post-secondary is after high school. Okay? Second of all, we have we have programs all over the world that WASC oversees. There's 17 associations that have a joint process with our accrediting body, which means our accreditation, covers not only California, it can go into Hawaii, it can go into Samoa, it can go into Asia and all over the world, which is why we do online training, and your accreditation still matters, because even though we are located in California, our programs are accredited throughout the world, okay? And there's 32 organizations that actually help, that make up our accrediting body. So what does that mean? That means that our curriculum is accountable to quality, and trustworthy and credible. That's what they call it. Or the root French word meaning credit. That's where you get the word credit. Credit hours, okay? And we have to go through an ongoing cycle of school improvement, which is part of the constant reevaluations that we have to do. So what does that mean? Well, obviously for you, if we have a certain amount of accountability and standards that we have to run our curriculum through that process, that means that guarantees that you're going to know what you're going to need to know. It's going to improve how you feel about yourselves, what you're doing and you're learning, and it's going to just make for a better program, right? And it ensures that our school is trustworthy. That is the most important thing. That sign on the wall, the second one down that says accredited by the National Association of Schools and Colleges, that means that you can trust that what we deliver to you meets an accrediting standard and has been reviewed by an academic board, okay? It validates our integrity, it improves your learning opportunities, and it benefits everybody across the board, okay? So we have 7 accreditation principles that we have to stand by. Again, this is part of our accountability, if you will, okay? We have to first make sure that what we're doing accomplishes our school's core beliefs, which for us is adult learning and adult education, and particularly online, okay? We have to have what we call student learning outcomes, which guides our entire program. So what that means is when you take one of our classes, you will get a syllabus, and in that syllabus, it should say what it will say, if I have anything to do with it, it will say what your student learning outcomes are, or what it is that you will know, provided you pass the class, that when you complete the course, okay? And then connected to all of that is all of the learning content, the lectures, the assignments, the quizzes, all of those things. And those are measurable outcomes that we use to determine if people are learning, okay? We also have a responsibility to engage our students, so we get graded on that. How we respect our students, how we treat them as customers and learners. And we protect and advocate for you because we are under these standards, okay? The second thing we do is all students have these outcomes that create the standards. And that's what we're doing in our cannabis program and in our hospitality programs and all of our programs. We are setting the groundwork for what the standards are in that industry. And that's why it's so important, okay? And we use multiple ways to analyze things. Like I said, we have tests, assessments, assignments, and a lot of different things that we do that help us analyze your outcomes in a measurable way, in a scientific, statistical manner. And we use that for process improvement or quality customer improvement or CQI. There's a lot of terms for it, but we take that information and we use that to improve our programs. And then WASC, our accrediting body, looks at that every time we're reviewed and says, wow, you're doing better, or you need to change this, or you need to do that. And that's part of the evaluation process, okay? And from that, we make changes to support you, changes on our managerial processes, how the organization functions, what you'll learn, what we will learn, and how we assess all that. That's all part of the nucleus of the student learning outcomes, okay? We also align ourselves with the findings of the accrediting body. So if they come in and say, you need to improve this, then we have something to align, and that alignment is our strategic plan and our staff development plan and our technology plan. Now that's internal, but we will share it with students if they ask, but that's what drives our quality as a school. And that's how you know as a student that you're getting the best education, okay? We are constantly being evaluated. We have the self-study process. The committee comes and visits us. They go through all of our stuff. They follow up. And then we have what generally is a 2-day visit every 3 years, unless we make a substantive change, and then they come out and check again. We have visits. All of that is all part of them ensuring that we are meeting our missions, our visions, all of our strategic planning criteria as a school, and then in doing so, we're meeting your best needs as a student, and you are ensuring that you're getting the best quality education you can get. So that's what accreditation is. That's why it's so important. In any industry, whether it's licensure, whether it's a certificate, no matter what it is, every industry should have some kind of accreditation attached to it for value, rigor, and to make sure you are getting what you need. So we at Western Association of Schools and Colleges is so excited that we can bring our accredited programs to you in online, hybrid, and traditional modalities across the world. So again, I'm Dr. Robin Goins. I am the Dean of Curriculum and Program Development. I'm always here, and you will know that behind the scenes, I am here making sure that your curriculum, your instructors, and your learning experience is the best that it can be. So I look forward to seeing you in class, because I do teach some of them. So see you then. Bye.